there's like 15 word problems, but you should have some time to get rolling on them. That is the way it normally goes. However, I'd like for you to be honest. If there's questions that you need a little bit more clarification on, this would be the time to ask. Okay? That's the second part of 6.4. Quick announcement though for Friday, which I hope you were properly hyped for Friday. My expectations are very high. They probably shouldn't be that high, but they're going to be high nonetheless. We did add 2 categories for winners. One is, I think I told you, but we did add the toughest costume. We did. And then we added the most 6, 7, which the way I'm describing it is, I don't like it, I don't understand it, but I know it's like a thing, apparently. So that's what that winner is going to be. Okay. It's still. Let me fix it.
Just wait for me.
I don't like it. I don't understand it. I don't really care about it. But everybody's talking about it, so we're gonna have a costume that fits that particular category. Yes.
Can you win 2 categories?
You can, but it's highly unlikely. But you can. You can. Yes.
I got that from you.
Sure. Yes.
Do I have to come in wearing my costume, or can I just send you a picture of it? Because my costume.
No, you have to be here with it.
Okay, because.
If you can't pull it off, it's okay. Like people have asked me to, do we have to? Like, no, you don't have to dress up. I can't control what you're gonna do.
My costume has like a mask built.
Nah, it's gotta be. I gotta see it in person. Okay. We start doing the picture game in a little while. Okay. I do want to talk about a lot of them from last night. I thought you did very well yesterday, but that being said, oh, what we're looking at back there looks kind of interesting. This is all about the setup. So a couple quick reminders from me. You do have to declare your variables. That is something I'm looking for. I also, though, I told you yesterday, if you declare the variables, I don't need you to write a therefore statement. I know Miss James had you do that. I think it's a little redundant. Okay, I get why she does. But if you do this, and then do this, I don't need this. Now, if you really want to write the therefore statement, like I'm not going to stop you. But it's going to take you a little bit extra time. Okay? I'm not going to go over every question. I'm going to go over ones I think you need to see. But if I skip over one and you have a question, you're going to let me know. You have $6,000 to invest into stock funds. The first fund pays 5% annual interest. The second pays 9%. After a year, you've made $380. If I look at the setup here, small things, but small things matter. What does this equation represent? Just my total of 6,000? Please don't make it 0.5. That's 50% interest. You won't find that anywhere, or it's a scam. Don't make that 0.9. That'd be 90% interest. That would be even scammier, okay? 0.05x plus 0.09y is 380. Now, you can do what you want. I highly encourage you to get rid of the decimals. Multiplying by 100 does it here. Multiplying by 5 does it. Take a look at my answers here. I told you I didn't do it in the answer key. If I wanted to, what could I have done with these equations? No one's going to say it? Could have flipped them. Now you might wonder why. Because the answer is clearly not negative. If you goof and make a negative, mistake on a test, that's usually when people panic. Okay? But I would definitely wipe out the decimals. If you leave them in, weird things happen. Okay? I don't think I need to go over number 2. We've been doing problems like that. You do get a calculator, the whole unit. So if you're worried about dealing with decimals, you should not be worried about dealing with decimals. Okay? I want to talk about number 3 should have been okay. How did number 3 go? Good, not good. You have to answer these questions. 3 is okay. Okay, we can skip it. Okay, 4. One plane at 520 feet is ascending. You should know what ascending is. At a rate of 40 feet per minute. Another plane at 3,800 is descending. That's going down. How long will it take for them to be at the same altitude, which is terrifying? Remember what I told you yesterday. Even though this problem is not about money, which category did it fit into? Yeah. Hey, we've all been there. We have all been there where for some reason we just get spooked by word problems. Anybody ever run into a word problem you just didn't know how to begin? Ever happened to you? It happens a lot. The best advice I can give you is not what did we do in class. It's what kind of problem is it. Why is this a break-even problem? There's one variable, and we want to know when they're going to meet. Okay? Cool. I want to talk about number 5. The perimeter of a rectangle is 24 inches, and its length is 3 times its width. So this one, you have to bring the background knowledge. That's the other reason people don't love word problems. Not all the information's on the page. Instead of type out the calculator. I don't know. You don't want to lose the calculator privileges. You have to bring the background knowledge. Okay, and what is the background knowledge in this situation? How to find perimeter of a rectangle. Now, I think that's reasonable background knowledge. Perimeter is 2 lengths plus 2 widths. The perimeter is given as 24. Notice I needed this equation. Okay, I needed this guy, and I chose to use substitution. Okay, but I did something first. You might not have done this. I went 24 is 2L plus 2W. What does it look like I did from here to here? Yeah. You might have done the problem without dividing by 2. You just had to divide by 2 later. Okay? This one also should have been fine. We've done them like it. Just watch your variables. You can't use T for tuna and T for turkey. That's a problem. You can also always use X and Y. I used B for big tuna, but I don't think any of you watched The Office, so I'm probably just going to laugh at myself. Big tuna.
I can't read.
Whatever. Nonetheless, doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. This was another kind of one just like it. Okay. Just like it. Okay. Let's get to the good ones. Let's go to number 9. Okay. Number 9 is where the good things came in. A plane leaves Chicago and flies 750 miles to New York. Okay. If I'm in your shoes, the second I see it's a plane problem, what am I probably thinking about? That was a bunch of gibberish. D equals RT. Some of you just went like that. Okay. D equals RT. And what I told you was, if you couldn't remember how to set it up, look in your notes. Okay, 750 miles to New York. Takes 2.5 hours to get to New York flying against the wind. Only 2 hours to fly back. What is the plane's rate of speed and what is the wind speed? Okay, this is identical to the one from class. Identical. I also recommend you solve it exactly like we talked about in class. There's other ways to do it. You could set them equal to each other, but that just takes longer. Okay, you could distribute, that takes even longer. I would simply do what we did in class. We divided away the time, divided away the time. If we add, the wind cancels out. We get our airplane speed. And then finally, tell me where I can get the wind speed. Here. One of these. One of these is where I should get the wind speed. Okay? How did that one go? Did anybody look at their notes? You were allowed. You're allowed to look at your notes, but if you don't take good notes, then yes, I'm not going to talk very much. Okay? I want to talk about the money one. Okay, the money ones will come up a bit. You need to know, even though they don't make like pennies anymore, you should know like pennies are a cent. Nickels are 5 cents, dimes are 10, quarters are 25 cents. You definitely want to wipe out the decimals here. A coin bank has 250 coins. That's my first equation. D plus Q is 250. Worth 39.25. 0.10D plus 0.25Q equals 39.25. I would definitely wipe out the decimals. Times 100 times 10, you're on your way. Never be the person who's like, I can solve it without a system. I can make these like miserable because I can just make it like full of pennies and nickels. Okay? And finally, was your last one number 11? Yeah, I want to talk about 11. Okay. In 4 years, a mother will be 5 times as old as her daughter. This should be giving you flashbacks to like last week. We had one like that. Okay. At present, the mother is 9 times as old as the daughter. How old are the mother and daughter today? What's our first thing we need to do? Declare our variables. What are we trying to find? Mother and daughter's age now. You got to say that, okay? So we'll do X is mom's age now, mom's age today, whatever. Okay, and then I'm going to use Y. What's Y? Hold on, tell me. Daughter's age now, age at present, whatever. Okay? This was actually easier than the one you did last week, but I want to make sure that we get a chance to see everything. In 4 years, a mother will be 5 times as old as her daughter. This is the one that we should be good with now. So mom now is X. What's mom in 4 years?
X plus 4.
She will be 5 times as old as her daughter. I'll bet you knew that you needed what this time? Remember we did it last week and a lot of you didn't have it? Now you do. Okay? The mom in 4 years is equal to 5 times the daughter in 4 years. How's that equation look? Pretty good? Now the second equation is easier. At present, the mother is 9 times as old as the daughter. Anybody had that equation? At present, the mother is 9 times as old as the daughter. Charlotte?
M equals 9.
Yeah, depending on the variables you use. I guess for me, mom is 9 times the daughter now. What method do you think we should use here? Totally. Plug this in there. 9y plus 4. Distribute over here. 5y plus 20. Okay, I got 4y is 16. I think y is 4.
Yes.
So if y is 4, x should be what, 36? The great part is we can check these. Right now, mom is 9 times older. That's a check. In 4 years, how old is the daughter? 8?
Yeah.
How old is mom? 40. Same. Is that 5 times older?
Yeah.
Check. Cool. Okay. You should have been all over that one. When you got to it, you should have been like, oh, great. This is just like last week. I'm going to put my parentheses in. No problem. Okay, and we're good to go. Okay? So a couple reminders. Then I'm going to let you work. You have to declare your variables. That's not just a Miss James thing. That's like an every time thing. The plus is, if you declare them, I'm fine without you writing the therefore statement. You can use any variables you want. You can use x and y pretty much every time if that's what you're comfortable with. Okay, it doesn't matter to me. Once set up, this is what's critical. You are allowed to use any method you like. Most of you are going to use elimination almost all the time. That is fine. My only comment there is, please don't sleep on substitution. Sometimes substitution is not that bad. Okay, but you get to pick. And then finally, if you're ever stuck, try to think, what type of problem is it? Is it break even? Is it mixture? You didn't have any mixture problems last night. You will tonight. Okay, is it break even? Is it mixture? Is it distance equals rate times time? Yada, yada, yada. Thinking about what kind it is can help. Okay, cool. Any ones I didn't cover, any general questions? Okay. So you're going to work on this assignment the rest of the time. Please take your time with it. I think there's 15 of them. Whatever you don't finish, you finish up later. You should get a lot of it. You can go in order. You can skip around. It's up to you.